Hello guys, this is Vysh. So the editorial discussion for September 21, and hope you have already joined our WhatsApp channel. In WhatsApp, a new feature has come similar to Telegram, the channel concept. Okay, only problem they have done is the channels won't list in your chat section, but next to the chat you usually used to have the status, right? The status of friends and all. There it will be now called updates. Instead of status, the tab is called updates, and within that both your statuses and also the channels which you enrolled or follow will be listed there, okay, in the second tab. So like Telegram and all, when somebody messages you in a channel also, you get it in your chat window itself. So that is one disadvantage of this. But every day if you are checking status of friends, same time you can check the channels also, okay, in the second tab. And if you are not able to follow it, or if you are not able to find it, that's also because of a technical glitch in WhatsApp side. They have just started this initiative, a new feature, so everybody won't have it by default. Okay, so when you go to Play Store and update it, okay, and sometimes when you update also it doesn't come because maybe your WhatsApp cache memory or something memory might not be there. So clear some space and then WhatsApp you update it, okay, update the app and then restart the phone. After that you will see that you also get the feature of finding channels, and also everybody is not able to create channels also, okay, like we in some phones and some like high-end smartphones and all, maybe it is available like create channel and find channel, okay. Also find channel also, it is not like you search for Vysh courses, this channel name which you see on screen, it may not appear, okay. Their search is also not working fine, meaning it is even like it's not properly rolled out across the globe. So slowly you will start getting. In case you are not getting also, you can simply update your WhatsApp and come and ask. You have the number with you, 7200681675. In that you come and ask. I will give you direct link so that you don't have to sit and search for the channel. So then you can follow the channel, and already in one night, till from yesterday night to today morning, now already 600 plus or 700 plus people have joined, and in that we will be daily posting our video updates, motivational quotes, and any other things which you need for your UPSC. Okay, and side by side many other channels also we are starting. Same like we have 4-5 YouTube channels. We will make the corresponding WhatsApp channels also, so you can get the updates there also as and when we do some updates, okay. So that is the thing about WhatsApp thing. Now today's editorial, it's like very interesting. It was ideally very lengthy because this is the first time I think in the last 2.5 years that all the 7 articles, okay, meaning 4 articles in page 1 and 3 articles in page 2, all are worth discussing, all are important. So you can see here itself, Vietnam War is there, Vietnam-USA relationship is there, the Abraham Accords in the West Asia which are mediated by the USA at Trump's time, that is important. Then there is this Antarctica treaty, outer space treaty, then the moon mission, many things, the women reservation bill which is now the hot topic, okay. Then India Canada we have already done separate videos, so that I am not doing, but these many articles are there, so I will try to do it very quickly. I have made very excellent points, both the news item and the static part of it, so it will be a very good learning for you for your prelims, for your mains, and even for your interview, okay. So watch completely. And if you see the headlines first itself, if I show you why I told this is like too much detailed today, okay. Here you can see the first article here is the women's bill, okay. The women reservation 33% in parliament and state assemblies. This is not there in our country constitutionally or legally. There's no such law, okay. In panchayats and municipalities, when we did the 73rd and 74th amendment, there was a certain provision like that, and even for SC, ST and all, there was some provisions, okay. And other things, other women related, there was no provisions in the center and the state level. So this bill since 1996, it is being tried to be implemented by various governments, but it is getting like tabled, or then after that debated, discussed. It's not practically possible to do that also, because you know the majority of the politicians you see also will be male. So even if female is there, like you see in panchayats and all, you see like the female is just for a namesake, they make someone as the head. It will be mostly the wife of the actual politician, and then the politician in the back seat will be driving the complete game, okay. So that is what happens in India. So to get it implemented in the national level and state level, where more visibility is there in Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, TV and all, people will see, it is very difficult to implement it and make the people convinced to do this. So women's bill here also, and the charts and graphs section today also is complete women bill. So women bill now, as of now, what happened is it came back again, okay, and in Lok Sabha they passed it in first day itself, because Lok Sabha has the majority, BJP government has passed it. Today full day Rajya Sabha debate is going on, but the opposition is not allowing to like adhere to the clauses, okay, what they are telling, because when you do this, right, you cannot immediately implement it also, okay. The bill can be passed, but before that you have to do a delimitation exercise where you will tell like which all areas is like woman oriented, where all women MPs mandatorily should be there. Like suppose we pass this bill and the delimitation comes, and then we tell like, okay, Wayanad area in Kerala, it should be a woman MP, okay. then what will the opposition tell? You will tell you are purposely playing games because Rahul Gandhi is MP there, you want to move him, so you are putting woman MP. Okay, so better than that, finish off all this delimitation process, the woman share, men share. A dual constituency concept is there, meaning in one constituency, a male and a female, 2 MPs will be there. That is another solution being suggested. So like this, many things are being debated in Rajya Sabha, and today they are not being like allowed to pass the bill in Rajya Sabha. Okay. Till now, if you Google, I don't think you got the update that it is still in debate only. Okay, it is Lok Sabha passed, Rajya Sabha pending. Okay, that status also I can show you. See here, these people are fighting. The JP Nadda from BJP side, he is trying to tell the problems like till 2029 you cannot implement it because the current delimitation is till 2026. After that only you can do it. Meaning that 2029 is the next election, right? After 2024. So 2026, when the current delimitation process is over, after that a new thing you can do, and 29 election onwards you can consider this. So immediately opposition will tell like this is like you are delaying simply, and so BJP can pass it, simply they can pass it, but after that then these people will again create problems. So BJP don't want that. That is why that debate is going on. If you watch live in Rajya Sabha, you will understand what I am trying to tell. So this is the debate going on, and in PRS website, okay, this is where you find all the bills. So this Women Reservation Bill 2023 introduced in Lok Sabha September 19, passed on September 20. This is the update. Okay, so now because there is no conclusion, I will not make a video now. Okay, in PRS itself, everything is there. You can simply go and read. In PRS website, the country-wise data they have given, like there are some places where they don't give the quota in parliament. Meaning if you see here, this all countries, quota in parliament is no. Okay. Meaning Sweden, Norway, everywhere, this much woman is there, 46%, 40% and all woman is there. But that there is no legality that this much minimum quota you have to give. There is no such thing. But in party basis, they do it. Like in our party, 50% will be women. Our party, 30% will be women. So obviously they'll come and stand in the election and get elected also. So that way they are doing. So either India should follow this one, or as I told, that dual constituency thing where in one, like Wayanad, there will be a woman MP also, there will be male MP also. So should we do that? But that will cause like many number of MPs increasing in the country. Then the parliament cannot hold that much capacity. So like that, many problems are there. So the debate is going on now. So once it passes in Rajya Sabha, I will make a detailed video covering the entire issue. Okay, because now if I do it will be half, then I'll have to do a part 2. Then it will be trouble for you that you have to watch 2 videos. Okay, I can do that and get more and more views, and I can do that. But I want to give you the perfect knowledge, so I will wait for the bill to get passed in Rajya Sabha TV, and hopefully tomorrow or maybe whenever they do it, we will do a complete specific video for that. Okay. Hope you got the point. So that is about the women's bill. Now, as I told, the outer space. So here, even though the thing is like headline is new ethics in outer space and all, they are not discussing space here. 3/4 of the article, they are discussing about Antarctica. Okay, like now space race is there. There used to be a time when Antarctica race used to happen. Everybody want to go to occupy Antarctica. Everybody want to have their flags there. And now already 55 to 65 countries have their flags there, have their research station there, including India. So that very, very interesting article for geography and current affairs it is. So this one I will explain in detail. Okay, and then we'll relate that to the outer space also, because this author 3/4 he writes about Antarctica, then he tells actually this article is not about Antarctica, let's discuss about space, and then just one paragraph he has written about space. So I don't know in what mindset he has written this article, but I found it more of an Antarctica article than a space article, even though the headline is outer space. Okay. Then here Vietnam and USA. Vietnam and USA is like, suppose like Japan had suffered because of the nuclear bomb from USA, and then after a few years, if you hear like Japan is doing its highest trade with USA, it will be a little shocking for you. Like how come this much big rivals, or who had that much bad memories in the past, they are doing the huge biggest trade now, or they are calling our best friend. It will look a little weird, right? Same is the case of USA Vietnam. Vietnam war was such a drastic thing that lakhs of people have died in Vietnam. Okay, same like Korea, North Korea, South Korea and all. There was a North Vietnam, South Vietnam war, and then they later reunified and all. So this and all is part of the Cold War, where actual fighting is between USA and Russia. Okay, meaning the capitalism and communism. So this communist will go and try to occupy somewhere, capitalism will go and occupy the same place. So it will be divided into 2 parts, and that is why one is a red zone of communism, one is the other blue-green zone of USA. This is what happened the entire 60s and 70s and 80s. So Vietnam also was part of that country which suffered a lot because of USA and Russia and all. Now Vietnam and USA is doing its like ever highest ever trade, which is kind of unbelievable. So that detailing we'll discuss here, including a lot of facts about Vietnam. Nobody will teach you that much static which I am going to teach you today. So please watch till the end. Okay, I'm just setting the context for you. Then here, this is climate related, one small article. Solar radiation management, one concept is there. That we'll discuss at the last. It's just, I think 1 minute it will take to explain. Okay, then Abraham Accords. It is like the 3rd year anniversary of Abraham Accord, which I showed you the photo. Trump went and mediated the Israel world with the Arab world. Okay, Israel is something which is like anti, you can tell, like Palestine issue is there. So Muslim Muslims and all is like a threat for them, and they were fighting all these years. They're fighting. Now Trump coordinated and then made them sign a great treaty with UAE and Bahrain, and now that is opening more. Now the full Arab world has accepted Israel rather than Palestine. Okay, because the world you cannot run with religion alone. World needs development. World needs better countries who have technology, innovation, and Israel is number one in that. So nobody want to keep Israel out, and everybody are now, what Trump initiated that time is now everybody are going and signing. So that success story, or that Abraham Accord, the Israel versus the Arab world full story, I will teach you there. Okay. And here it is solar scam. In Kerala, there are two parties majorly. BJP is just a namesake party there. There it is the CPIM party who is ruling, the communist, and then the opposition is now this one, Congress. Okay, but again, that Congress was in power. Now 2 terms back to back it is CPIM. Before that it was like alternatively Congress, CPIM, like that. It has been since last many decades. Okay, what happened is solar scams came in the Congress party time. Okay, that is actually a woman, solar related, you will not learn anything here. It's actually a honey trap kind of thing, or a sexual scam, you can tell. A business woman, you can tell. She has given sexual favors to many ministers in the Congress. That is what the claim is. And then that videos came out. And because of that, people like scholars camp, CPIM marketed it. CPIM, because of their election rally, marketed it, and CPIM came to power. Congress went down. Second election time also, again, when the second election 2021, it was going to happen. Okay, first was in 2016, they won, CPIM won. 2021, again, CPIM brought back the same thing. Again, some commission report, CBI inquiry report, something, and solar scam was again viral, and even now it is going on. So again, Congress image went down. Again, people voted for CPIM. So next election 2025 it will come. So again solar scam is coming into news, and again they are bringing back it so that Congress never wins the election there. Okay, BJP, you don't even think BJP never wins in Kerala. Okay, Kerala is, people have, for some reason they have rejected it. It's their ideology, their mindset, that maybe later they will understand. Okay, now the solar scam article, you don't have to study anything detail in there, but you have to know that this is the political structure at least. Okay, this is how because each state you should know. Tamil Nadu, there is a DMK party, or Orissa, there is a BJD party. Then West Bengal, there is this another, again CPIM's another version is there. So like that, you have to know what our Indian structure is. Don't think like, okay, it's only BJP, Congress, it's only Modi or Rahul Gandhi. That's not what India is. There are many more parties. Like in Hyderabad, there is this Owaisi and Muslim League party. So you should know everything, everywhere, what all is the structure, that you should at least know. Daily developments you don't have to follow, but you should know how India is functioning. Don't think I am from Madhya Pradesh, I will know only this politics. I am from Kerala, I will know only this politics. You should know everything about India. Okay, so that again we will not discuss. Solar scam not required. So we have at least I think 4 articles. Okay, ideally women bill is there, but that as a separate video I will do. This video, like 5th article I will consider later. Okay, so article 1, article 2, article 3, article 4. Okay, 4 articles we will discuss here. And in case current affairs you missed, please come and enroll. We will not keep the offers for a long time. Pack 1 here is the bestseller in individual pack, and pack 2 and 3 in the combo pack are the bestsellers in the combo packs. And this one and all, you can come and WhatsApp me, and that is where you should come for everything. Okay, for joining the channel, for getting the foundation, for studying daily, everything is through WhatsApp, and I directly interact. There is no other team or someone who handles it. WhatsApp is directly through me. Okay, so you can come and reach there. So the very first article, Antarctica and outer space. Okay, so Antarctica, it's a continent, right? But there are no proper permanent citizens. There are no proper like any nationality. Nothing is there. Antarctica is a plain white ice continent where again ice shelves are breaking off and then melting. Sea level is rising. Like, climate problems are there. In the 50s, 60s and all, when like the space race was there, like up to 1969, till the moon mission of NASA, there was space war. Okay, after that, this also was going on parallelly. This Antarctica war and the Arctic war. Arctic many people already captured because it's very close. If you see to Russia and USA or Canada, it is very close. Okay, UK and all is very close. But Antarctica is far south. So nobody was able to occupy there. So lot of problems used to happen. And where is Antarctica if you take geographically? The 60-degree line, right? The 60-degree south latitude. Below that is considered Antarctica region. Okay, this line will be 60 degrees south. Okay, just for a basic geography point. And if you zoom into Antarctica, it will look something like this from the pole, from the south pole. If you view, okay, the round of the sphere, the bottom side, when you see, it will look something like this. And here, if you see, many names will be named after the different kings and queens and of those countries whose explorers have come here. Like here, Queen Maud Land. This is the major place where most of the explorers have come. Okay, here Wilkes Land, Victoria Land, Mary Bird Land. So these are all people named, not actually the explorer person, but they name it based on their country. Here also points you can see is Amundsen Scott. Okay, this is the point where Amundsen and Scott are two different people. Okay, Amundsen was a Norwegian people, Norway person. Scott was a British person. Both raced to reach here. But Scott, I think, before reaching died. Okay, the team, he died and his team couldn't reach here. But Amundsen reached and he is the first person to reach South Pole. Okay, Amundsen. Now, other things, if you see, this Ron ice shelf was in news in 2020 or 21, I think. That ice shelf broke and went into the water. Okay, so it will again melt and then sea level will rise. It is a very big problem. Same like that here, one Ross ice shelf is there. Okay, many things are there. Around this, there are seas also. Okay, there will be a Ross Sea, there will be Amundsen Sea, there will be some Weddell Sea. Okay, RAW, like that I remember. So many seas are there. So like this, many things are there. As part of geography, you should study, because mains questions usually come from this area. Like, how do you think Antarctica is important for global mineral exploration, or where is India standing in the race of Antarctica? They can ask anything. Okay, mains questions and all. People keep asking, give me mains practice questions. There is no mains practice questions as such. This topic is a mains question for you. They will ask anything, you should be able to write. I teach you in all the angles, not like only one question. You like, what are the advantage and disadvantage of this thing? Not like that. That is silly coaching material which you study. You should be expert in complete thing of a topic. Okay, not like just a question of the topic. Understanding? So now again, a zoomed in map if you take here, little bit treaties and ocean laws are there. That I will teach you what is needed, but here this picture I found it interesting in the internet, like UN Convention on the Law of Sea, UNCLOS, that is there. That is the thing which governs almost all the water bodies. Okay, then there is this Convention on Antarctic Marine Living Species. Antarctic treaty is there, which in detail we'll discuss today. Okay, and then Madrid Protocol is there, which is related to the environment protection in the region. And it's not only that region, everywhere Madrid is there. International Convention for the Regulation of Whaling. The whales are being killed, and also Japan and many people are very big ambassadors of this. So that thing is there. Then you should know penguins are found here. Okay, penguins are not found in the North Pole. Okay, North Pole, what is there? North Pole, polar bear is there. Okay, which is not here, I think. So polar bear is there and penguin is here. Okay. So that is basic geography environment factors which you have to know. Now, before going to the main article, 5-6 slides I have prepared full static part for you, which nobody will teach you simply like this free of cost. Okay, so take it seriously, note it down if you want. First thing is, tomorrow, September 22-23, one UN summit for the future is going to happen in New York. So I think that is the reason today this article came. This it's not mentioned today in Hindu, but I feel that is the reason, because in this summit they will discuss about all the futuristic, wherever we need law, because space and all. Now again, India, everybody is in the race now, so you need more laws for exploring minerals and things and all in the moon and in asteroids and all. You need proper laws. We don't have proper laws in the outer space region now. Okay, then what all happened in the last few decades? Satellite launches has increased, or it has like doubled or tripled, and you can see 210 launches in 2013, but now it is 2417 2022. That is, it is like 10 times more launches in last 7-8 years, or maybe 10 years. In 10 years, 10 times. Okay, so USA, China, India, Japan, all are leading the way. Okay, maybe Russia is not able to catch up now, but these people are in the race now. Okay, and NASA through its Artemis mission, this is again you should know, because India is also joined this. Artemis mission is, they are trying to do the moon mission again, because first moon mission there is no proper proof for it and all. Even though we tell there is video live broadcast it and all done, it is very hardly believable when they told that they did the moon thing. Okay, so now they are telling they will place the second man, next man. Already they are telling 2-3 people that time, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin and one more person already landed as per their claim. So the next man and the first woman. Okay, because woman till now did not go to moon. So first woman, they are planning to launch it. India also is part of this. Okay, after India's Gaganyaan mission and all, where we'll put to space and all, we will be putting people on the moon also. Okay, then minerals on the moon, asteroids, planets. Like if you see helium-3, which is rare in the earth, that is there on moon. Then valuable metals like platinum, nickel, cobalt is there on asteroids. Then there is other planets also which are very attractive for countries. These all need an international proper framework. I will show you what are the existing treaties, but there they don't talk too much about mineral exploration. Okay, so UN recommends negotiation and development of a new treaty to ensure peace, security and the prevention of arms race in the outer space. This is what I felt as a starting. Okay, this is all taken from different sources, and I've just compiled it to make it like crisp for you. And now outer space definition, science topic if you want. It is the space or celestial space which is the vast expanse beyond the Earth's atmosphere and between the celestial bodies. Whatever area is there, that is all called space or outer space. Now it is a vacuum that exists between the Earth's atmosphere and extends indefinitely throughout the universe. It has very low density and pressure, and there is absence of air and atmospheric elements. Okay, mainly there will be few things like helium and all, but still compared to Earth and all, many things are less and everything is low density, low pressure. This is the basic definition. If a science question comes, you can write, because once a mains question came in 2014, explain airspace and what are the treaties and laws which governs the airspace. Okay, so airspace is actually the place where the planes can go, so that space. So next is, and in that same question there was an additional supplement question also, explain the laws which governs the space beyond that, meaning outer space only. So that already mains question has come, so you should know all these things. Now the treaties of outer space already existing in the world, if you see all our old things, 60s and 70s they have drafted. Okay, Outer Space Treaty 1967, Rescue Agreement 68, Liability Convention 1972, Registration Convention 1976 and Moon Agreement 1979, out of which India also has signed all the 5. But India did not ratify the last one. India did not ratify the Moon Agreement. India ratified the other 4 things. Okay, 5 is signed. Signing is different, ratifying is different. Signing means you simply sign it, meaning I agree, okay, we need an agreement. But ratifying means you will start implementing it. You will start following that in your country. Also, you will apply it in your national law also. Okay, so India did not do the last one because Moon related some problems, maybe they did not like the clauses. Other ones, if you see, meaning is the name itself. Rescue means any astronaut is like stuck there in space or something happens in space. Other countries also, if there is in the space at the same time, they should also help. They should do whatever help possible. So rescue missions, you should support each other. Don't do like your other country, I won't help. Okay. Then liability convention. Again, because of your space something, you went and destroyed somebody else's some satellite. Okay. Then again you are liable for that. You should pay the compensation. Then registration, meaning before doing any mission you should register with that one body will be there space related. You should register, you should inform secretly. You should not send missile after missile or rocket after rocket. You should not do. Everything should be known to the world. Okay, you should, like India is doing, we are live telecasting it like that. We should do it. Okay, everyone should do it. So India is signatory of all 5 but not ratified the last one. Okay, now that is the current space treaties. Just give me a second. Okay, current space treaties. Now Antarctica related. Space related we saw some static part. Now Antarctica related. Antarctica is what? As I told, 60 degrees south latitude, below that whatever land is there, that is the Antarctica. Then there is an Antarctica treaty. Okay, 2021 news I already told you, this different ice shelf, okay, Ron ice shelf and all broke away. That's why I showed you the map first. So like into the Weddell Sea. Now Antarctica treaty, 12 countries came together in those days. Okay, 1959, signed in Washington 1959. That time also see USA will come in middle and USA will the one who will help form this treaty. Okay, so Argentina, Australia, try to remember this. Argentina, Australia, Belgium, Chile, France, Japan, New Zealand, Norway, South Africa, Soviet Union, UK and USA. India is not there in that initial 12 countries. They formed something called Antarctica Treaty, and it's like 2 main things. One is freedom of scientific research in Antarctica. Everybody should have the freedom, and then peaceful use of the continent, not like for your nuclear testing or missile testing and all. So this is the agenda of Antarctica Treaty, and headquarters is in Argentina. Argentina, you know, it's in the South Pole. It is the last country you can tell which is near to the Antarctica in the world map if you take. So what are the provisions? Freedom of scientific research, convenient continent for only for peaceful research, prohibition of military, nuclear or radio waste related thing. Then limit was placed. Okay, meaning the territorial this thing and all. Nobody can claim this is my country or my place and all. Then enlargement also. Suppose you went and kept your flag there, not like you can tell, okay, this full area is now mine. You cannot do that. Even moon, you cannot do that. Just because you reach the moon, you cannot tell moon is yours. Okay. So if you put a freeze, it also put a freeze on disputes. Any disputes are there, that and all, whatever fights everybody was telling, that and all is now frozen. Okay. Now in Antarctica, this is one treaty, Antarctica Treaty, and there is an Antarctica framework also, you can tell, or treaty system, in which all the treaties till now which is signed, they put it in that system. Okay, it's a complex arrangements for regulating the complete region. So that is first one I told, 1959 Antarctic Treaty, the 1972 Convention for the Conservation of Antarctic Seals, then 1980 is Convention on the Conservation of Antarctic Marine Living Resources, 1991 Protocol on Environmental Protection to this thing. These are the Antarctic specific laws I am telling. Other, as I told, Madrid environment is applying, the UN clause which is ocean law related is applying, that and all will apply to this. But Antarctica specific, these 4 treaties are as of there now, and they maybe do it more if people start exploring more. Okay, but now we are focusing more on outer space rather than Antarctica. This one is going on. This nobody now has any problem. People are doing very peacefully. Okay. So India, Antarctica also we'll discuss before going to the Hindu. Okay, India if you see, we have a body called National Center for Antarctica and Ocean Research. Okay, so full form or short form, if you take it, should be NCAOR. Then why it's written NCPOR? Because recently they changed the name. Recently they changed, instead of Antarctica, they put the word polar, because Arctic also we started exploring. Okay, Arctic also we started putting base station. This, if you see the name, National Center for Antarctic and Ocean Research. So then how will we do the Arctic also inside this? So we renamed it to polar. Okay, recently. That is why it is now NCPOR. And actually it was established 1980s itself. Okay, 81 they started discussing one expedition they did to Antarctica. So a nodal agency was formed in 1988. Okay, and we have base stations in Antarctica now. Every country has more than I think 60-65 base stations will be there of different countries. India has 3 base stations, out of which 2 are active now. First is the Dakshin Gangotri, then Maitri, then Bharati. Okay, like DMB, you can remember Indian base stations in Antarctica. The Dakshin, this thing is now just a supply base. It is now weakened. What its timeline is over, but Maitri and Bharati is still there, and they have done many other things, like a freshwater lake around Maitri they have built, which is called the Lake Priyadarshini, and it is near the rocky mountainous region there, which is called this one. If you can remember this name, you can remember this is the place where the Maitri base station is there. Then Bharati is the latest one in 2012, and it's the first committed research facility located about 3000 kilometers east of Maitri, meaning it is fully for research specific. Okay, not just simply placed there for monitoring or anything. Then Sagar Nidhi is there, which is little ocean related in India, which commissioned Sagar Nidhi in 2008. It's a ice class vessel. It can cut through thin ice of 40 centimeter depth, and is the first Indian vessel to navigate the Antarctic waters. So if you see, Russia and all has nuclear powered great ship and all, which can like cut the ice and go nicely, but we a small facility where 40 centimeter ice we can cut, and we can go and explore the waters near the Antarctica, Sagar Nidhi. So this is a basic thing. If UPSC asks a question about India Antarctica program, this is your 10 marker answer. Okay, and then depends on your creativity that how you will make it better, with linking to current affairs and other things which I taught you. So this much static we have covered. We have not even started the Hindu. Okay, so please make a practice of watching Vysh IAS, because it's literally your free prelims mains coaching. Okay, what you have to actually pay for classes and watch 40-hour, 60-hour classes. I am taking it for free. I have plans for paid classes also, where I will tell you the complete static, like 60 hour of every subject I will do. We will launch it next year. But editorial will never match it. Editorial is 10,000 times better than that. Okay, editorial is like which tells you the current news also and how it is related to your history, which is what the UPSC pattern is nowadays. They're not just asking you the static part, which you should study, but current affairs matters. Linking both matters, which I am teaching you here. Understanding? So now we'll go to the actual Hindu. So they're telling the itch to get there first and fast is human. In human tendency, it is that we will always want to go and put our flag there first. We want to be first. Not only reach there, we want to be the flag bearer. We want to be like, our human political instinct tells us we should be first in everything. Okay, so that is fine. And 11 decades ago, 1910 or 1912, at the same time when I think Titanic and all sunk, that is a timeline. It was mostly in the northern hemisphere. Everybody were trying to get to Arctic. Okay, where I told, because Russia, Canada, everything is very near. Britain, it's very near to the Arctic, so it's very easy for them. At same time, this person, Robert Scott from British, he decided, let me go to the South Pole now. From Britain all the way, he decided, let me go to South Pole now. Okay. Meanwhile, Norwegian person also, Norway is also there, above UK, that area. Amundsen, he actually was going to North Pole. But by that time, as I told, many people started claiming we already reached the North Pole. Like this American, this Frederick Cook and Robert Peary, these people told we already reached the North Pole. We are the first people. So Amundsen lost interest in North Pole. Amundsen also changed his direction and came down. So Robert Scott from Britain and Roald Amundsen from Norway both came towards the South Pole. Okay, different teams. They had like lots of, like I think, horses and dogs and all they had. So you can see here, sledges, horses, dogs and all. So Amundsen and his 5 companions with 16 surviving dogs got there on December 14, 1911, 34 days before Scott and the team did. Okay, and I think that Scott actually died on the way. Only the team, some people reached there. But the point is named Amundsen-Scott Point in that I showed you in the map. So this is the basic story of how the initial people, okay, Robert Peary and this person is the first to reach the Arctic. Okay, GK for your SSC and other exams I'm telling. And Amundsen is the one who reached the South Pole. He's a Norway person. So now, planting the flag, he felt fulfilled. then he started naming. Okay, he started naming because nobody else reached there. So he named that camp name as this Polheim or Polholm, which in Norway language it may mean something. And that full plateau, the full area, he named it after the king, King Haakon VII plateau, after his monarch. Okay, and Scott, as I told, perished. They could not reach it. Now, after this thing, if you see, one second. Okay, 1939. Norway laid claim of a vast area in Antarctica, which is called the Dronning Maud Land or the Queen Maud Land, which I showed you, that north part, that part in the map, that they claimed, Norway claimed it is our area. That time there is no law or convention or anything. So they started claiming things. Okay. And then the area covers 1/6 of the entire continent. And after that, again, some small area they called as Peter Island. Like this, different things Norway started to claim because there is no other competition. Nobody is reaching South Pole. So they kept on doing this. And then Britain also was outdone because that time, Britain, UK and all, USA and all is the biggest people in the race of everything. But they all were outdone. So now, still they are not out of the race. The second person who reached the South Pole was actually from Britain. Okay, because that Scott couldn't reach. Somebody else thought, okay, let me go. And the second arrivant was from there. And then after that, different countries started reaching. After Britain, if you see Australia, Argentina, Chile, France, New Zealand. Okay, Australia and New Zealand is much more nearer. They can just, because it's empty water, South Oceans. If you build the proper vessel or ship, you can reach there. So they reached. Chile, Argentina is also in the south itself. They also can reach fast. France and Britain is the one who actually from very far they have come. Okay, Norway also. Norway, Britain, France, very far they have come till there. So this is the kind of history of how exploration happened. And this is all given in today's Hindu. The story is given in Hindu. Now, the question is, how is this different from the imperial era? Imperial era means in the British colonization, France colonization, that also they are coming in different places and keeping their flag. How is that different from this? That is the question. So main thing is here there is no people, there is no native residents, nobody is being denied freedom, nobody's wealth you are stealing and taking back to your home offices. You are coming here for research purpose or putting your flag. So that is the biggest difference between the imperial era of the colonization versus the Antarctica's exploration. Okay, so now question is, then why is this inhospitable continent, why are they even caring, why are they putting this much effort and money and all and coming here? So main thing is exploration, resources, all these things. So International Geographical Year 1958 was declared like International Geophysical Year, because many players were becoming active over the years, and Cold War is also happening that time, USA and Russia, and everybody started proposing different things. Like Argentina, because they are very close to the Antarctica, they told you should not do any atomic explosions and all, because Second World War was over by that time. So they fear that what if USA and all these people now will start doing their testing here, testing of nuclear bomb, then it will affect the Argentina country. So Argentina told that, and immediately USSR, Russia understood that, because for them again it's very far to come here, and also they told, yeah, I support Argentina. USSR and the Chile is next to Argentina only, they all supported. And then USA initially told a test can be carried out, you just give notice, because they actually had planned to come and do nuclear testing. They told just give the notice and tell, okay, we are going to test, and then take permission and do. But USSR, everybody's pressure was there, and USA also finally agreed that no more negotiation, nobody will do any testing in the Antarctica region. Today, Antarctica Treaty, which I showed you, 54 parties are there, 29 having consultative status also, they consult on things and all. And India also has its own station in that Queen Maud land. I showed you the base station names. And then now everybody are like having monitoring systems, they are regulating the activities there. 66 scientific stations are there, 37 occupied year around, meaning very like full year, there are people there with the station. It's not like you kept a machine there and came back. People are there throughout the year in 37 of them, and some 4,000 people throughout the summer months they are available. Winter months also, even though it's very cold, still 1,000 people are there living there just for these stations and research. So are we compromising with the well-being of the continent? Are we, this climatically challenged surface, are we putting more pressure and we are going to destroy that area? Because when people live, obviously you will like maybe burn fire, you will do something and all, and you will change the climatology there. So are we doing something wrong? So after this much discussion, author is telling, but this article is not about Earth's South Pole alone. Okay, the Earth's sea and ice are different from the sky and its spheres. Antarctica type race is now happening in the space as well. Because Antarctica, I told you, these many countries are coming. Same like that in the space also, now these many countries are coming. So it will go like, people want to go higher and higher, and they have to go faster and faster. Not like who will go the farthest, who will first go to the farthest. So that problem is there. So we need to bring out certain laws to govern this. So now they are comparing that Amundsen and Scott story I told you. Both started, both wanted to go to South Pole, one reached, one died. Same is what happened in Chandrayaan and Russia's Luna 25. They're comparing that. Chandrayaan 3 and Luna 25, almost same timeline they should have reached. Chandrayaan 3 reached, successful, and Luna 25 crash landed. Understanding? So they're comparing that and telling the story forward. So Indian vehicle reached, and now the world engagement of Antarctica, you know, we have treaties, right, that peaceful purposes, nobody owns anything, some provisions we have. Same thing is written in the Moon Agreement also, which in 1979 I told you there's an agreement which India did not ratify. There they are telling the same kind of thing. Explore for peaceful purpose only, you should explore. For environment of the moon should not be disturbed. United Nations should be informed before you go. So everything is similar. What is Antarctica Treaty? Similar things are there in the Moon Agreement also. And moon is a natural thing, a natural satellite of India. It's a common thing of human. Nobody should claim anything. And the agreement is like well drafted and far sighted. Same like, because we have experience already of Antarctica issue. So the person who wrote the clauses of moon agreement, they have done very good thing with the far sightedness. Everything is mentioned there. Okay. Now, Chandrayaan 3 we achieved. But instead of being so proud and going on telling that, we should see that we follow some mature policies after this. We will do maybe again more like which world can follow as an example. India must percept and practice, set the pace for the Earth's agenda on the moon and moon's future as a partner with the Earth. Okay, we are like a partner. It's not a property. Moon is not our property. We are a collaborator. We are not colonizing the moon. Understanding? So these kind of things we should keep telling everywhere, and Modi has correctly told it. The success of Chandrayaan 3 is not just India's alone, but it belongs to the humanity. So that was a wise and very responsible statement, and these kind of mature statement you should do. You should not go and tell everywhere as if you conquered moon and all. Understanding? So that is the idea here, and the Outer Space Treaty and the Moon Agreement now need alignment. Meaning with the modern day new participants and all, maybe new exploration, because the treaties, if you see, the rescue is there, many things are there, but the mineral exploration or bringing in back and all, there's no proper clauses or proper treaty. So a new treaty you should do, and hopefully tomorrow in that future summit which is happening in New York, they might come together and bring something. That is the whole idea of the article. So I gave you a lot of information. An article this much detailed way, even if you read it yourself, you will not get it. Understanding? So if you are liking it already, please put a like and comment in the comment section. I need to see. When I see hundreds of comments, I feel that my effort is not going in waste, because it took 4-5 hours for me to prepare all this. Understanding? So like this, every article will be like this. Like the second article is the Vietnam map. I'll show you first. It is like, you can see Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, Cambodia. All these are like almost near, and these are very friendly countries also. You should know that the capital city and all is sometimes on the border line of countries. Like Laos and Thailand is separated by the Mekong River, which you can see the biggest river which starts from China and goes till this South China Sea. This was also a UPSC question. Mekong River flows into the Andaman Sea was UPSC statement, which is wrong, because Mekong River flows into the South China Sea. This portion of Thailand actually divides. One side is South China Sea, other side is Andaman Sea, which wherever Andaman Islands are there. So UPSC tricked that, and many people could not do it. So they have the capital city. Like Laos capital city is on that water line, on the border, okay, where the Mekong River is there. Meaning you can reverse, other side is Thailand. That much friendly or trustworthy countries, these people are with each other. They don't go in war and all. So Vietnam, if you see, is kind of a big country. Hanoi is the capital. Laos is the only landlocked country in that area. Okay, everything has water access. Laos don't have. Laos is also very peaceful country, and they have water. The Mekong access is there, but they don't have the sea access. Okay, then this Ho Chi Minh city is there. Here, very important city. Then Cambodia. Then all these are part of the ASEAN grouping, which we already discussed multiple times, which now ASEAN summit also happened. Even Modi went there. 10 countries are there in that. Okay. These are the basic map related. Again, more details I'll show you about Vietnam fact. Like Vietnam's capital is Hanoi. Currency is this dong. Then bordered by China to the north. You can see here it is China. And then Southeast Asia, again bordered by China. Bordered by China to the north. And Laos to the northwest. Cambodia to the southwest. And South China to the east and south. Everything you can see here. Okay, Pacific Ocean is here. Here only South China is there. Here Gulf of Thailand is there. This big Mekong River is there. Okay, and left side Laos and Cambodia is there. So this is the basic map of the thing, and other city names and all you can just glance through in case UPSC question comes. The largest river is Mekong River. Then we also have a Mekong Ganga Cooperation, where India and these 5-6 countries which is there here is part of that group. Okay, 6 countries are there. China is not part of it. Even though Mekong starts from China, China is not part of MGC group. Then independence they got in 1945. The World War, that time ended, and that time from the French rule. French were ruling here. After that, this Cold War started, as I told. So that time, this area, right, kind of here, 17-degree latitude or something, it became North Vietnam and South Vietnam, because North was communist controlled by USSR and South was controlled by the USA. Okay, so they had war, a long war of, I think, 20-year war was there. So after all that, 1976, they reunited to Vietnam, and the festivals there also I have mentioned here. One Ghost Festival and one this Nguyen Festival is there. So these are all important things there, and their Buddhism is also prevalent in all that areas. This is the basics about Vietnam. Okay. Now this article is mainly about the relation between Vietnam here and the USA here. Okay, this is USA. As I told, they had a very bad memories with each other, but still now they are doing like hundreds of billions of dollars worth trade, and that is a shocking thing. Like you would have heard, like India is banning Chinese apps, Apple is shifting their this thing from China. So many things, like you will feel very happy that okay, maybe everybody will now come to India. That's actually a very wrong notion. Many companies are not coming to India. They are shutting down from China, but they are going to sometimes Bangladesh. They are going to Vietnam. They are going to Thailand. They are going to other Japan and other sites. They are also doing their make in India kind of. They are make in Vietnam, make in Laos. They will also have concepts. Okay, Laos is still a very poor country, but other people are doing lot of make in their own country kind of initiative. So they are also booming. The trade which India and Vietnam has is very less, I think. Okay, because we still now import more than 50% everything from China only, which we should ideally reduce. And again, Vietnam and USA is having billions of dollars of trade. So that is the context we will discuss today. Many more treaties are signed. Some strategic relationships have been established. All those for a prelims, it will be important. Okay. So map of the war. This war I cannot teach you now because it will take 30 minutes, 40 minutes to explain the complete war, which I told I will be doing a paid class series next year maybe. That time World War I will be taking. Okay, at least 20 to 30 episodes of complete World War I will do. Sorry, World War and World history I will do. Okay, where World War, American Revolution, French Revolution, and this Vietnam War, African colonization, Italy and Germany reunification. There are many things in the world history which you have to study. So that I will make a separate series which will come later. That time I will cover this. So the map you can see now, North Vietnam, South Vietnam. This is the 17th parallel. It's a latitude line there. Okay, 17th parallel. And then November 1955 to April 1975, the war. 20 years the war happened. Okay, Saigon is the name of the old name of their capital city. So Saigon fall, meaning it lost. Okay, so Soviet and China with North Vietnam in one side, South Vietnam supported by USA. It's the Cold War era. It's also called Second Indo-China War. Don't think Indo name is related to India. Okay, that's why India, China, we always tell India, China. We don't tell Indo-China. Indo is actually relating to that full area in the Southeast Asia. Okay, Indo-China War. So 1954, I told, they established this 17th parallel. By 1975 or 76, they reunited as one single country also. And some more stats, in fact, if you see about the war, Agent Orange, this was once a prelims question. It's a chemical which was used in the war. Same like nuclear attack happened in Hiroshima in Japan and all. Agent Orange was used here. Many people were like born with like birth defect after that. And so we see 3 million Vietnamese people, 3 lakh Cambodians, 60,000 Laotians, 58,000 American. These many people died. So they have very bad memories, sad memories with this war. Okay, Saigon was renamed to Ho Chi Minh City, and then the 1986 the communist country began political and economic reforms there. Okay, all the kings, queens, everybody were actually killed or kept in these some caves and all, and then communist took over complete. Now also everywhere it's communism now. 2007 it became a member of the WTO. Okay, World Trade Organization also. This is all the static part of today's article. Now we take the Hindu. So in international relations, strategic turnouts are not uncommon. Okay, meaning strategic turnouts means what? Strategic turnout is the relation between different countries, like whether you will have any trade with them, whether you will have any other things with them. So in international relation, this is not uncommon. Okay, so USA and Vietnam since the Cold War has been remarkable, meaning the standards or what they had how in the past and now, that is completely remarkable. Okay, it's completely overturned. September 10 now, what happened is the General Secretary of the Communist Party of Vietnam Central Committee, this person, and the US President Joe Biden met in Vietnam during the Biden's visit, and a new phase of thing happened. That is what they did is they had a US-Vietnam comprehensive partnership thing, which in 2013 they had signed with Obama, that they upgraded to comprehensive strategic partnership now. Okay, comprehensive partnership is increased to comprehensive strategic partnership. So after that, the history I already told you, complex history is there. So this is a significant step. Okay, because from 2013 they did not have any problems now, because why? A new player has come, China. The geopolitics of China came. China in the Pacific Ocean is coming and torturing all the countries there. So they will obviously look for other options. That is why Vietnam became more and more friendly with India. Vietnam became more and more friendly with USA. So like that, the communist states of China and Soviet Union, they all became a little bit weaker, and the capitalist countries became more and more closer. Okay, in the olden days what happened is Vietnam and all signed a treaty of friendship with China and Soviet Union. Okay, treaty of friendship and cooperation. But now that and all is out of, like, the timeline is gone. Now nobody cares about it. Okay, so now Vietnam wants a comprehensive strategic partnership, same like they have signed with earlier China, Russia, and then India, South Korea, and now the fifth country is USA. Okay, they have a comprehensive strategic partnership. Also, this year is the 50th anniversary of the Paris Peace Accord. That is 1973, I told you. That time only the war ended, Vietnam War 1975. That time a treaty or something was signed, Paris Peace Accord. Okay, meaning after all the bad memories you had after the war, you had signed, and now 50 years is over. So Vietnam is ready to forget all the things. So Vietnam relation with the USA has come a long way. Okay, so now they are going to do more and more trade, and that details also I will show you. You can see here, Vietnam is the 10th largest goods trading partner, 10th largest good trading partner of USA, and also the volume of the trade you can see here. It is $92.2 billion in 2020, and now $138 billion in 2022. Okay, and the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework, this one is something which USA launched in 2021-22. Okay, so this one, if you want details, static part of it, it's a USA-led initiative, launched in 2021, represent 40% of the world's GDP. Currently, India and 13 countries located in the Pacific Ocean is there, which is, again, you can note down, Australia, Brunei, Fiji, India and all, and Vietnam is also there. That is the point we are trying to hear. USA, when starting something like economic framework, they involved Vietnam also as a founder member. Okay, that much significance or importance they are giving. Okay, one more thing you should know, usually 9/11 is there, right? USA, 9/11 memories, that trade attack and all, trade center attack. So USA president always will be there in USA that day. They will not go anywhere. But even on that day, they decided to go to Vietnam for a meeting. Understanding? I told you in the last slide, September 10, after our G20 summit, Biden went to Vietnam. So that shows the importance which USA is giving to Vietnam. Okay, so now again, in this treaty, what is there? In this framework which USA started, 4 pillars are there: supply chain resilience, clean energy, taxation and anti-corruption, and fair and resilient trade. But again, this beauty of this agreement is, it is not binding or anything. It's not like a take it or leave it arrangement, meaning you either follow the all 4 pillars or don't follow. It's not like that. You can maybe select only the first and second, or you can select the first and third, or the fourth and second, anything. If you are okay with anything, example, like India joined for only 3 pillars. Okay, India is a member, but India follows only the first 3, the supply chain, the clean energy and taxation. It doesn't follow the trade one now, because the clauses maybe India did not like. So like that, the members need not be fulfilling all the 4 pillars, even though they are the signatories of the thing. So that's a very good thing, and that is also one thing which shows that Vietnam is a very important thing for USA. Okay, and they are becoming a more and more stronger partner to each other. And over the years, if you see 2021, their defense secretaries met. Then after that, their secretary Austin and this Vietnam minister met in 2022. Then after that, they are again foreign secretary. I think these people met in a bilateral relationship. People are like meeting over the years, and they have strengthened or rapidly expanded the bilateral spectrum. Okay, for technology, for science, for digital innovation, for high quality workforce, climate change, every area they are trying to increase their cooperative efforts. Okay, so the war in Europe now is there. That is the Russia-Ukraine war is there. So Russia was the one place from which they used to import a lot of defense weapons and all. But now, because the West-led sanctions, they are not able to do it. That is where India comes into picture. India immediately saw the opportunity, because Russia, USA and all the helicopters and all these things will be very costly. Okay, but in India, they can give it maybe half the price or 1/10 of the price. They can give the same, like petrol vessels, coastal ships, and many things India can give. So India is also having this initiative, Critical and Emerging Technology ICET partnership with USA. So the author is suggesting in this Indo-Pacific framework, you should involve Vietnam also and extend your Vietnam to your other initiatives. Like we already have this new one, right? The India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor, which I discussed, G20 time, that we can involve Vietnam also, from Vietnam to India, then India to the Europe. We can do a long route extension. So like that, India should see the opportunity, because Washington, USA already saw the opportunity and they're doing many things. Okay, so we should also do, because China since 2014 is torturing them in their exclusive economic zone, their water, their South China Sea, everything. Okay, US is even involving them for the chip manufacturing capability. So everywhere India also should do, whether it's artificial intelligence, any partnership of the borders, anything. Okay, everywhere India should be showing that we are also in the race. That is the conclusion which the author is giving. Now, Abraham Accord. Okay, Abraham Accord, you can see the picture. The map is like very interesting. Here you can see all the Arab countries, and then you can see Lebanon and Israel also, and then the other side you can see Trump and the Benjamin Netanyahu, and then here the other people of Bahrain and UAE. Okay, here if you see, this is UAE, this is Bahrain, this is Israel here. Okay, above that Lebanon is there, and then here there is Saudi, which usually doesn't have any proper ties with Israel, but now secretly they are having meetings. And another thing you should know, Saudi is a very important place for everyone here, because suppose here you are in India, India will be somewhere here, right? From here you want to go to Israel. So your plane, how it will go? Your plane, usually Saudi doesn't give the airspace to you. So you will have to take your plane either this way, like this, to Israel, or you have to take your plane in a different way, or if that also not allowed, then you have to go to, like, first you go to UAE, then UAE you go to Bahrain, then Bahrain you go to maybe Syria. 3-4 flights one person has to take to reach till Israel. But now last few years, Saudi Arabia has become more open. They are not like only supporting Palestine, they are allowing the airspace. So now straight you can go. One flight, one Indian can take a flight and directly go to Israel. So the tourism has increased. Okay, not only from here Bahrain to Israel has increased, from UAE to Israel has increased. Everybody, tourism is a very big thing in this world which nobody knows. Tourism, you don't need too much expense and all. You just open your gates to people, give them tourist visa, people will come and spend lot of money in your place. So that now Saudi is also agreeing, and many African countries, including from here Egypt to leftwards, you will have the Morocco, and many countries are signing this and joining this. So now we will discuss the basics of Abraham Accord first, so that you understand. Okay, Abraham Accord is signed between Israel, UAE and Bahrain, mediated by USA in 2020. And this is the first Arab-Israeli deal in 26 years, because earlier, I think here, let me show you, Jordan was there, and then one more country was there. Okay, before this, only Jordan and I think one more, Egypt or some country, had signed any peace treaty with Israel. Else Israel, Arab is like a very like opposite thing. They will never, Jewish and Arab people, they will never sign treaties. So Israel independence they got in 1948, and after that onwards, lot of war is there. Arab-Israeli war, lot of war is there, because the Jewish people feel like they were persecuted, they were thrown out of the country, so they are occupying back their homeland which they consider. But Arabs are thinking Jewish from somewhere is coming and occupying our land. Okay, so gradually now Arab countries realize that we cannot ignore Israel, we need Israel. So they are decoupling from the Palestine question, and they are not ready to like ignore Israel. Okay, Palestine history, if you take, it was once an Ottoman territory empire, okay, in empire territory, and then later it went to UK colony, and then League of Nations, which is the prior body of United Nations. They placed it under UK, and then later one by one everybody started getting independent. But Palestine is still now a very debatable thing. It's not a properly fully recognized country. Okay, now two peace deals, as I told. Egypt was the first to sign in 1979, and Jordan in 1994. Okay, then Israel, UAE, Bahrain now together coming is actually one more reason is there, the Iran's rising influence in the region. Okay, if you take here, let me show you the map again. Okay, one second. Yeah, here, this is Iran. So Iran is trying to do a lot of ballistic missile testing and many things, and also that is all troubling the other countries. So they thought that why don't we come together and then do more and more relationship in the trade and other ballistic things and all. And also, as per this agreement, right, which we have, the UAE and Bahrain agreement, in that, just one thing, I think the screen is little bit not in sync. Okay, so here, as per this agreement, embassies will be there, ambassadors will be there in all the countries, and then trade, tourism, healthcare, security, all these things they will do. Then also they will open the door to this Al-Aqsa Mosque. You know, in Islam there is two important places. One is Mecca and one is Medina, which is both in Saudi. The third important place is actually this Jerusalem Al-Aqsa Mosque. So now because it is open, Israel, everybody is welcoming, so people will be able to go there. The Islam world will be go there. Now Pakistan is the one who went in trouble now, because Pakistan don't know whether to follow UAE or to go against UAE. Okay, because UAE, if you follow, then it's like you are giving up the Palestine issue. Okay, or if you do not follow UAE, then who else will you follow? Because already with Saudi you have problem. Already with Saudi you have problem because Kashmir issue time and all, Pakistan and Saudi had some objection, and also Saudi has given lot of loan to Pakistan which Pakistan is not repaying. So they have no other option. So they are confused now whether to follow UAE or not follow UAE. They are not able to take that stand because other people will look about development and all. Pakistan doesn't care of development. They look only about their maybe Islamic fundamentals, or maybe they are promoting terrorism. Only those things they care. So now, till now was static. Now what happened, as I told, 3 years since the signing of the Abraham Accord. So that is the reason we are discussing here, in which Israel, UAE, USA came together and Bahrain came together for this agreement. And now Morocco also joined, many other countries are joining. So West Asia is going to have a very stable future according to the author. Okay, it's a new era of normalization and peace. It not only connects government but also brings people together. Okay, so Abraham Accord has also opened up exciting opportunities for India as well. As I told, the airspace is opened, and then many more relation will happen. And also all these countries, right, Morocco, Bahrain, UAE, India has excellent relationship. And with Israel also it is there, excellent relations. So when they all come together, India also finds it very interesting. Okay, the full potential of regional cooperation you can explore. And the trade, if you see, Israel versus West Asia, 74% trade has increased between 2021 and 22. Okay, tourism also I told you, 172% visits have increased from Israel to UAE. And same like that, Israel to Bahrain. All the flights have increased. These are just numbers, you don't have to buy heart. I already explained this in the map. So the enhanced regional connectivity has also brought significant benefits to local people of India, especially our Indian diaspora in the Gulf, because convenient direct flights are there. Then the students who had problems, as I told, multiple flights you have to take. Now ease of travel is there, more access to more universities is there, more international study programs you can explore. Now this is one prelims fact you have to know. Prosperity green and blue arrangement. So this is signed between whom, if anybody asks, it is between Israel, UAE and Jordan. Okay, Israel, UAE and Jordan, where again they told, like in Jordan they will set up a solar field. Okay, they'll set up a solar field and provide 600 megawatts of electricity to other people, meaning the other members, Israel and UAE. And in return, inside Israel you will set up a desalination plant which will deliver 200 million cubic meters of water, because Jordan and all water shortage is there. Okay, they don't have, I think, access of the sea properly. They have the Dead Sea, which is full salty water. So desalined water Israel will provide. So that's a give and take green and blue arrangement between Israel, UAE and Jordan. This is a prelims important fact. Okay, so now, as I told, India will get many economic opportunities coming to India, and then we'll see many more collaborations, commercial collaboration coming. Indian private sector should participate. The biggest example is this I2U2, which we did. Okay, Israel, India, UAE and USA also is there, which is also because of the Abraham Accord only. Because with Abraham Accord, Israel and UAE already became close. USA was the one mediated. Now just have to add India. So India also added. So like that, now joint investments in critical areas like water, energy, transport, and if you do, you will have a very good, bright future for West Asia as well as India. Okay, and in region where 65% of the population under 30 years of age, that is our India and young people and all, we should do more and more this things. Like we did G20 time, we did something called the Y20 also, youth delegation. Okay, youth people who are the future or tomorrow's leaders, they should also meet in important religious places, in historical places, community building. We should make use of all this in fast pace so that this Abraham Accord meets its full purpose. Okay, on education, and see more and more universities are like students are being welcomed from Morocco, Emirati, that is UAE students are welcomed in Israeli. So everyone are doing. So India also should not leave the chance and go and participate in these kind of areas. Okay, again examples they are telling, the Emirati, the UAE Sheikh and the other person in Jerusalem, all these people are visiting each other's place. And Holocaust education, this actually, Holocaust is actually, Hitler used to kill a lot of Jewish people, right? That is mostly removed from most of the history textbook. But UAE told we will include that mandatory in the circular. Everyone should know what all Jewish people have suffered. Okay, because always they used to highlight only the Islamic people who suffered any problem. Jewish people's problem they were not showing in the Arab world. UAE told we will show it. Okay. So that shows religious tolerance. So a new window is there demonstrating better future for West Asia. India holds a significant power. Public and private sector should come together and realize the full potential of this thing. So this much, if you see, some things are repetitive, but lot of examples you got, lot of pointers you got. You can write a very good answer on Abraham Accord and the West Asia or importance of West Asia for India if a question comes. Now, very 1-minute article, solar radiation management. Okay, that is SRM, which is also under the solar geoengineering. Meaning, what if we try to control the sunlight which comes to Earth, so that we get more rainfall or we get less rainfall, anything in the either way. Okay, either you can make more sunlight to come to Earth or you can make lesser sunlight too. So one is like in the space you go and keeps this kind of shield and panels and all, so it will reflect, or you increase the stratospheric aerosol in the sky, so again little bit solar will reflect, or the clouds you do something so that the reflectivity of the clouds improve. Okay, you can do that. Dubai and all is already doing cloud seeding kind of thing. And then albedo in the Earth, meaning in Earth if more and more white spaces are there, ice and all is there, so there also it will reflect a lot of sunlight, meaning the heating of the Earth you can control. This is called solar geoengineering or solar radiation management. So now August was the driest month in the century, okay, which India had. So scientists are thinking like what we should do, and one of the most dangerous idea is solar radiation management, meaning actually you are going to interfere with the natural mechanism. Okay, now Earth has life because of all these things coming together only, the sunlight, the water, everything. You try to control that. Will this experiment create any problem? Or if suppose only few countries do it, will it cause problem for the other countries? That is what the author is concerned about. Like you do something to make more rain in Africa, will it cause more locust swarm or anything in Pakistan and India which will destroy their crops? Many problems are there because little research has been done till now on the world's issues, okay, like this sensitivity or SRM issues and all. Till now, too much research is not there. So, is it safe to do that? That author is concerning, because a report also came, Climate Overshoot Commission, a body is there, they gave a report which calls for research to close crucial scientific and governance gap before any deliberations on SRM like technology. Meaning first to do the research, then only implement SRM. Simply don't implement anything just for the sake of it. Okay, just because you heard a technology, don't try to implement it. So many more geoengineering researchers and everyone should be involved. The scientific community should understand that SRM is good. Maybe it will solve your problem, but whether it will cause any negative problem also, and will we be able to reach the Paris Agreement goal through this and all, properly you should prove it. Okay, and use the less controversial methods which we have, that is reduce your emissions and good political will. Then carbon capture you will control, like the many things you will do which is very less controversial. Why are you looking for SRM immediately? Okay, and the interest of developing countries also you should see. And at the climax he will tell the high risk solution should remain on the table, meaning SRM you should not reject it fully, but you should research and then do, because as per our situation we need climate change is like very worse now, we need quick decisions and all. So SRM we should keep as a backup plan and we should keep it on discussion all the time, never reject it completely. This is how the author is telling. Okay, so today it became very lengthy, I know, and I had to tell it very fast also, and there were certain issues in the video and the audio, and also my pen was not working fine. So I hope the things which we told now, okay, it was clear. Else maybe if wanted I will do a part 2 of it, or I will discuss more on this in another some session. Okay, so tell me in comment section where was the issue, and then we will discuss more in the next episode. Okay, so thank you and have a nice day.